Samuel?
You do have
Lamar?
a point, I suppose.
From New Orleans?
Do we have to do it here? Where there are people?
Honey,
No.
you leave. You can go now. You're done in this.
She'll lean forward and she'll give you a hug, Trent. And she'll just say, thank you.
Trent will give her a hug back.
Yeah.
And start reaching for her bra strap.
He can do it one-handed. He's a pro.
Hit Trent's hand away.
She'll look over at you, Sam, and she'll hold out her hand for her phone.
Oh, right.
No, this is payment.
Hand it back.
Thank you all. I'm gonna go.
What about my daughter? Leave!
Get out!
She will go. She will very quickly make her way past the exit and disappear into the hallway.
No, you know what? Give me your email address and I'll send you a photo of the playoffs, because that's the closest the Broncos are ever going to get to it.
Hey, fuck you, lady!
And she'll stand up, flick them off with both hands, and then come back to the group.
Hey, you come back for Sunday's game, right?
Please,
She,
blame
shrugs.
players.
Alright, see you next week, Josie.
Yeah. Well, we're still here, so good. What next?
Well, if we can manage to get this thing somewhere actually, out of the way of people, we might be able to look inside.
I say let's do it.
We want to do that? Okay.
Yeah, that's the key. This thing is heavy as fuck.
Is it like light enough that one person could just carry it?
Yeah, it's kind of cumbersome. It's going to be kind of a pain to get out concealed.
I mean, Trent's just gonna wrap it up in the blanket, I guess.
I mean, there's got to be a fucking commemorative backpack we can get from this place.
Yeah.
There's gotta be. Yeah. I want to pay for a Broncos backpack if I can.
Dude, you
After all that
absolutely-
fuss, they see you going and buying a Broncos backpack. Lady, what the fuck?
Need something for my dog to eat out of.
You're making me so mad!
What am I doing here?
What are you doing to me?
Oh, he picks up a chair and gently puts it back down in his fit.
Oh my god, those are like bolted down?
Yeah, it's strong.
That's right.
Don't forget it.
It's the gently putting it back down for me.
Yeah, agreed.
Puts it right back where it was.
Yeah, I'll hustle out.
Yep.
Alright, well, you guys,
I'm also gonna buzz the walkie-talkie. Doctor, are you will? What happened? Aren't you at the ski resort or something? Who is this?
It's over.
I recognize your voice.
Can't make a fucking word out.
I couldn't do that. You're too close.
Too close. Back it up.
Is this Brandon Mayfield
No.
from San Dimas High?
No.
I know your mother. I'm gonna call her right now and ask where you are.
Don't call her. Go.
Hi, Barb. In his room? Yeah, could you go check on him?
No, don't come in here.
Don't come in.
Don't come in.
Brandon, what are you doing in here? Mr. Cornelius just called me about you. What's going on?
Oh, I told you not to come in here.
Put that thing down.
No.
Put it down. Down.
Boom.
It all happens.
That happens. Yeah, there's obviously no
Mac.
response.
What? It was
Oh,
waiting on
right.
Dave.
Yeah, that's
I'm
Dave's
not in charge of the scene.
You were the one. They asked you.
Is he
You
available?
guys. No.
Can Carmine play?
Can Carmine come out
No,
to
he
play?
can't. I assume he's getting punched.
You guys head outside. You're kind of against the last dribble of people moving inside while the game is playing, but it's relatively quiet in the parking lot now.
Nice. We had a place to go, didn't we? Once the job was finished.
Yes, Sam is waiting for you. Fuck. In a place. Where did I say it was? He's waiting for you somewhere.
Let's go meet up with Sam. Carmine knew we were just supposed to go. Maybe he's there already.
The Grove Hotel. At the corner of Capitol and Front.
If not, we just wait. We'll ask around.
We were gonna check this bomb for actual explosives.
I agree.
I assume this is the parking lot is as big as any fucking stadium parking lot, which is that
Yeah.
it's
5
size of
miles
7
wide.
stores.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Easily.
Oh.
It's like its own fucking country.
There's a desert montage of us wandering a parking lot trying to get back to our sedan.
Tumbleweeds. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go to
It's a
somewhere
fucking
around there.
guitar.
Once we're secluded enough from people, I guess we'll check it.
Alright. How do you guys want to go about checking it? Just...
We'll look to Trent to take it apart, I guess.
Alright. Trent? Roll crafts, trying to blow everybody up.
Okay. Just keep rolling.
Doesn't do
zeros.
anything special, but he does the job.
Yeah, I mean, can't complain. Let's see, with a 4, so you're 2 under challenge right now to know specifically.
Okay. I'll do a fate point. Used to making something out of nothing, finds a way to fix anything.
Alright. Trent, you crack into this thing, and you're working on it. It's kind of a slow process, because you don't really want to, take too many chances. But living up to your name, you do pull all the pieces apart, and as you are inspecting the way that it's built and it's put together, it certainly looks and seems to function like a bomb, but when you get to the interior portion of it, you can see that there is a missing component to light the damn thing. The striker, the spark that kind of sets off the reaction, which it's all in there, but it looks like part of it has been removed. Therefore rendering the thing inert unless it is perhaps mishandled. It is still dangerous, but less dangerous without the ability to set it off directly.
Yeah, Trent's gonna say, looks like it could explode, but it's not gonna explode unless we, chuck it at something, set it on fire.
Dynamite in a box, but no wick.
Mm-hmm.
So it was never gonna go off anyway.
Unless Maya was particularly clumsy, it appears that wasn't the intent.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a pattern here with this kind of stuff.
This is what I've been saying since 2 hospitals went out. I know I have to do my best morally, but he's not Lex Luthor. That's the villain from Superman. I look Sam in the eye as I say that, and then I linger.
I don't watch Marvel.
Marvel. Oh.
All right, I don't have time to explain to you what's wrong about that. Smoke. It's a smoke show. He's got the same resources as a domestic terrorist. People are taken hostages all the time in this nation.
Yeah. I assumed there was something fishy. Wasn't sure exactly what it was, though. I've got a feeling just about all the other threats and whatnot that we've encountered so far have a similar threat to this.
Yeah,
All they're trying to do is to get us to put on a show for them. I'm starting to wonder if we just sat back and did absolutely nothing, nothing would have happened. And I mean the whole game.
Well,
Trent. Oh yeah.
They must have the people we care about. That's something.
True.
That much is true, and that is not to be ignored. We are still blackmailed for hostages. But the fact is...
I guess... Good.
Yeah, Josephine, I forgot you were here.
No, go for it.
No, please.
No, she'll just say, I mean, that's some weight off our shoulders, but we still gotta play, don't we?
To a certain degree. Trent, there's no radio device in there, is there?
I don't think so, is there?
No, at the 6, there's no like radio device in there.
Either of y'all, whether you had anyone in the military or some such, whatever you know about IEDs. Now that can blow a Humvee off its tires, sure, but 30,000 people? If it's not transmitting to other bombs he had placed... Well, that was fallacious too, wasn't it?
Depends on the type of bomb, but it could have at least taken out most of that club seating area. I don't know if it could have taken out the whole thing.
Which would be dreadful, but there's the difference between the 100 or so in club seating and the city of Bend, Oregon.
Very specific.
That's the only town that I've seen the population sign for that's roughly in the ballpark.
Nice.
Well, it reveals a smoke show of sorts, as you said. Though I'm not sure how far we want to push that envelope. We don't know for sure yet, but I'm starting to get the flavor of this game. After all, they did ask us when we first started playing if we are good people. It seems to be, in my opinion, resting all upon our shoulders. At least that's my working theory. And everything else was just falling into place.
Yeah, we're all just sitting there considerately nodding, and then I'm gonna look at the walkie and go, where the heck is that Italian?
Good question.
We'll cut to that Italian.
It's gonna cut to a shallow grave on a rainy side of a highway.
We all agree no one ever speaks of this.
Yeah.
Speaks of
All
what?
right, let's get back to the game. Everyone's all wearing Bronco fucking paraphernalia.
We love
Let's
our
get back
team.
in there.
Now announcing the starting lineup for the Boise Broncos.
Holy shit.
The really obnoxious paint over their giant fucking beer guts and on their faces and stuff.
It says we did it. We murdered Carmine.
Yeah, we did
We murdered an Italian.
Carmine, you got picked up by the police.
Uh-oh.
Your inability to escape resulted in you, unlike Josephine, being taken downtown. You're currently, and have been for at least 45 minutes in a holding cell, which is probably only painfully aware for you because you are aware of how much time you have left before this whole thing is supposed to be complete. Fuck, I don't know if I can find it fast enough. as you've been waiting here, you've kind of seen police come and go. They've been talking to each other. You can't really hear or make out anything. But after some time, when there's probably about 10 minutes left in the challenge, you hear your little individual holding cell unlock. And one tiny man steps in.
Hello.
There he is. And he
Well, Dr. Carmine.
well,
Dr. Carmine.
If you ain't a sight for sore thighs.
Now you know there's only one way out of this room. The only question is, are you willing to do what you need to do?
Play Jeopardy. And it turns around and there's a big Jeopardy board.
This time it's
Daily fucking double.
Oh my god.
They're helpful.
Agent Lee, who you don't know yet, but he walks into the room.
I just meta and I'm like, Agent Lee.
No. He looks at you and he dismisses the guard behind you and he says, Dr. Carmine's croissant.
Too little overdressed for a cop.
No.
He doesn't say that. That would be a bad action movie. He just looks up. Nobody laughed. I'm like, oh god, they think he's serious.
We rewind.
Yeah, that sounds like him. He's always just trying to put on some fucking airs for people. He says that, right? He says that every session.
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, he looks up.
You're gonna come with me and answer some questions.
What he will say is he'll say, are you with the usual guys who have me trapped, or are you with them?
My name is Agent Lee with the FBI. And he reaches into his breast pocket and he takes out a official, I don't know, the little flat book, the FBI flat book.
The thing that everybody knows that Phoenix Wright's a real attorney.
The thing that everybody knows.
It looks pretty real to me, I guess.
It looks very real to you.
Just kind of repeats FBI.
FBI. It's him, the producer. He gestures for you to stand. He'll lead you down the hall into a. Oh God, I forgot.
Oh, sweet
this
McDonald's.
Is how we left this.
Oh God.
You don't get McDonald's though. Unlike my boy.
Oh God, I'm tiny. Hold on, wait. I want the burger while I'm tiny.
Little man, big value.
No.
The burger is gone.
That would have fed me for a month.
Yeah, well. So he leads you in, and
I still look very short in this chair.
you do. Someone draw his leg.
It's a tactic to put me in the child chair. Oh!
You finally got
God,
it.
it was so fast.
He's hungry.
He places a folder in front of him on the table, and he sits down across from you. And he says,
I'm assuming I'm not bugged right now, nor do I have my printouts.
No,
or my library books, or my walkie-talkie.
Yeah, everything's been taken off of you.
Does he have it?
He'll also have the listening device, but it's notably off. He'll put the walkie-talkie and the listening device next to him on the table.
Kara had once told me how to see if it's off. Can I notice to confirm that it is?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I can't, apparently.
He covers it with his hand as you try to look.
He sees that I'm looking. He sees that I'm looking and covers it with his hand.
It's hard for you to tell what the position it's at.
Fuck. I feel like it's going to be really important. Can I tap my stubbornness that I really put my foot down and make sure that I look to notice for this?
Your stubbornness. I think you can just straight up tap the fact that Kara showed you how to turn it off.
There we go. Fine.
I think you just have that. You
All
can
right.
just have
Everything's
it.
off.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's off.
That's going to inform how I behave in this conversation with this FBI agent. So.
He's made sure to turn it off.
Okay.
He knew how to do his job. Thank goodness.
All right.
He'll open the folder, and he'll say, "We've connected you to a growing list of missing persons who all vanished roughly around the same time within the last 2 months. I want to explain how you go from being a... I'm sorry. I want you to explain how you go from being a missing person to creating a multi-car pileup in Boise, Idaho."
I'm not entirely sure how to answer this question. Not because I don't think that you'd believe me, given the extraordinary nature of your job. I feel like there's probably very little that you wouldn't believe. There are so many more people beyond my life whose lives and the lives of their loved ones are entirely dependent on the way that the result of this conversation and this line of questioning that I have with you is absolutely paramount. Officer. Do I call you officer?
You can call me
Agent.
agent.
Agent Lee. I'm not supposed to talk to you.
And yet, you did. He'll reach into his folder and he'll pass forward the picture of the tree that's got the coordinates and "help me" scrawled under it. He'll say, "You and Trent Smith." He'll also pass forward a picture of a letter written by Trent, given to the police by Edgar, who was apprehended after going missing from prison transport. Tell me how many people are involved.
Agent Lee, with all respect, I don't know what you're talking about. Reaches over and starts choking Carmine.
We have security footage from the Minot County landfill where you were not more than a week and a half ago. You and, oh gosh, his name every time, Cornelius Salisbury Remsley, who has also been a missing person since a month ago. And we have footage of him as well as Trent Smith outside of a liquor store in Burleigh County, North Dakota, not more than a week ago. I know this is all connected, and I want to help you. That's what you've asked me to do. This is bigger than you understand. But if you can't give me anything, if I can't understand what's happening, these all seem like random events. We have to get ahead of it.
Agent Lee, do you often find yourself in search of missing people? Is that your bureau? Is that the word? Your agency? Your office?
I deal in national security most often.
All right.
But sometimes that does involve missing people.
All right. I'm subject to a very specific set of rules, and I'm not able to outwardly tell you exactly what's going on, who I'm with, or why I'm doing what I'm doing. But I think that you're a pretty sharp mind, and you see in front of you a man who was arrested wearing a camera on his chest and a microphone with a printout in his pocket that may or may not have scrawled this note with these coordinates and may or may not have been seen with this man who was seen with this other man in various parts of the Pacific Northwest. So, if somebody had a camera on their chest and a microphone and they had to write a message while they weren't looking and embed that into, say, a tree on a landfill where something illegal happened. At a landfill in Minot, North Dakota, have you done a lot of digging there?
We have. We've been following a trail of public disturbances and increasing crimes.
How far back do they go?
Tell me, does the name CryptoBite mean anything to you?
I really, really want it to mean something to you.
It's an alias. It's a known rogue FBI hacker, now a dark web hacker, who recently made a resurgence. They've been AWOL for nearly 10 years.
She has been AWOL. I want you to say it.
Do you know who CryptoBite is?
I want you to say it. I'm not supposed to.
I don't know who CryptoBite is.
Yes, you do.
Carmine, listen to me. I don't know. This information is redacted and gone. This is a national security problem. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't. Clearly, this person has roped you into something. You and at least 53 other people. And counting. There are thousands of files missing. There is at least $500,000 missing from various accounts all over the country. There is data breach. If you know anything about this person, I need you to tell me, because there is no way we can help you if we don't have information. We're already looking into the coordinates that you've given us, but you have to give us something.
Listen, I've already told you, Agent Lee, if I tell you, she could kill everybody that's important to the other people that she's got roped into this with me. There are people that are being forced to do things against our will. And if it were just me putting myself at risk, I would tell you everything. But there's people out there, good people, that I can't put at risk. So you can take me and throw me in a cell until all of this is well and over, but you're going to do it at the expense of an innocent woman who's been captured against her will at my expense and is sick. But I'm not putting the others and their loved ones at risk. I already did something stupid today trying to prove a point.
Yes, your display got quite a lot of attention.
Got your attention.
Yeah, it did, which is, I assumed, what you wanted.
It's exactly what I wanted. I just can't tell you more than I've told you. Take me back. Take me to the compound.
What is save me?
All of this. This is save me. It's what CryptoBite is doing.
Does it have to do... No, back that up. He'll look down over his files and say... So if you can't tell us, then you'll need to show us. Because understand that a criminal who has control of everything really has no reason to hold to their word, whether they will or will not do something terrible to your loved one. Our best hope for saving these people is finding them quickly. What happens if you stay here?
You don't have to sell me on this. If you want to try to find her, I'm willing to help you. I just can't tell you more than I've already told you. You go back, you get your eyes on the compound, you get your dogs in there, you'll find everything you need to see. Once you're in there, and it's not my fault, and I'm not the one that's condemning you, you've already found the pieces that Trent and I put for you out in the world.
It won't stop with that. We need to follow the trail. There's a compound, and you've assured me of that. And we have people out that way looking. But this is a very elusive individual we're dealing with. And I want to hook you up with a wire.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be your mole. But, you gotta promise me the safety of everybody else. That means the person that they've got for collateral for me, that means everybody else that's in here.
Carmine, the only thing we want to do... I'm sorry, he won't say Carmine, that's so informal. He'll say Dr. Scorsone. The only thing we want to do is ensure everyone's safety.
Alright.
He'll put a hand forward to shake yours.
He'll take it.
He'll say, I'm very sorry for everything you've been through. And I'm sorry it's not over yet. But we are your eyes and ears. You and everyone else. But there is a very specific instruction. We're going to free you with a wire, and you are going to follow the instructions laid out for you by CryptoBite. You cannot inform anyone else. If you do, it throws the entire operation into risk. Normally, we wouldn't set a civilian into this kind of position, but we're left with very few options. We need your cooperation.
Okay. If we're gonna do that, you're gonna need to give me a cover story. And mechanically, I'm gonna need you to make him some deceive advantages for me.
Sure.
Because once I turn my shit back on, because I'm assuming, I don't know where you're gonna have him take me. Is he gonna drop me off where I'm gonna go back to the Great Motel or whatever that was called?
Yeah, the motel hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have him roll some deceive for me. So where have I been? How did I get let out? Because obviously I didn't talk to the FBI.
I honestly might have to think about that. Do you want to jam about it? Like, what do you think is a good... Like, what kind of cover story do you think?
You want just... Why don't we roll them now? I mean, it doesn't really have to be super elaborate. Just see how many advantages I get. Oh, wow! 2 deceive, Agent Lee? Really? Fucking Jesse's got like a 6.
Aren't you the guys who killed Martin Luther King? Shouldn't you be better at this?
Are you fucking kidding me? He's like, oh.
Oh.
Okay, so
Oh,
you
McDonald's.
picked you up.
Gosh, I don't know.
Oh, gee.
That's hard. I didn't think of that.
The fucking slutty college teacher get like a +6 notice on.
I can't. This is a negative. This
Call her slutty.
She was a slut.
is very rude of you, Dave.
Fucking hot, dude.
Fucking banging.
There's a difference, asshole. Just because you can't have her doesn't
Yeah.
mean
Oh,
She
easy.
rejected me, which makes her a slut.
exactly.
She turned me down. I loved her. I sent her
I
a
loved her, man.
message.
Oh,
She's
man.
fucking-
You love the chase, you pervert.
I'm incredulous. I've been rolling so well all night, and then a -4.
I mean, I'm furious because even if he had a 4, it'd still be like a 2 and a 0.
it was bad. It doesn't matter what I did. Those are bad rolls.
That's fine. It's just the way he loads out and loads in.
He does move like a homunculus.
It's just like that. I'm like, you need to make me a cover up, and he just fucking lights a blunt and leaves. That's on you, kid.
I mean, not to give you more homework, but I mean, is there something to be said that they could just do that?
Maybe.
Like, I had a similar situation last week, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
here you go. There's like 2 uses.
It is an institution. It's not just a dude.
I think the
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
is that he doesn't know off the top of his head.
Maybe he doesn't. He is
I have
a
an answer for
Gotta
you.
go.
he is
Gotta go
he is
talk
a
to his
leader.
guy.
He doesn't
Yeah.
have to do fucking work and forever.
All right.
He,
Yeah. Well, sorry for bringing it to a halt. Then Carmine will say that to him. He'll say, "You gotta give me a cover story because obviously I didn't get picked up by the FBI and they didn't break me out of jail."
I assure you, Doctor, we know how to do our job.
That's amazing, meta
I don't.
commentary.
I mean,
That's
someone
amazing.
does. Someone other than me.
Someone in this building knows how to do my job.
So I assure you, we know how to do our job. -2. Boom, boom, boom.
He's been freaking out internally for the last minute, and then he just is like,
He's
yeah,
got
of course.
absolutely. Come on, we're not amateurs.
Yeah, so he closes the folder and he stands up and he says, we're gonna figure out how to get you out of here. And you didn't tell him where you need to go, right?
I'll tell him. I'll let him know. Grape,
All right.
grape apartment, whatever it was called.
Yeah, just say, alright, we're gonna figure out how to let you out of here. And when we do, just remember to act. Oh, you're very small. Remember to act normal.
He's gonna say, I don't remember how to do that anymore. And he's gonna take a couple steps and he's gonna kind of stop and he's gonna say, her name is Kara McGowan. I'm sure of it.
He'll look into his folder and he'll write down the name and he'll say, we'll look into her. Until then, eyes forward.
And you didn't hear it from me.
You don't need to worry about a thing, Doctor. You need to worry about keeping yourself in a good place of mind and knowing that this is almost over.
He'll take another few steps and he's gonna stop and he's gonna say, everything okay over at Albertson Stadium?
Roll to save.
Me?
Yeah, he's checking you. Obviously, he's looking to see if your intent is what your intent was saying that is.
There was a big thing that was supposed to happen there related to the scary thing that I'm stuck in.
He looks at you, and then he very quickly heads to the door, opens it, and he tells an officer, take this one back to his cell. And then he starts calling out to people and starts making calls. And you are taken back to holding for the meantime until they're able to put together a proper alibi for you.
Dragged past an angry mob of people calling for my head.
And I
Okay,
think
so, like, what if his mom was sick? No, that's bad. She'd know.
All right. So they were painting the jail cell.
And he passed out. The fumes were too strong.
There's too much fumes. They'd let him out, and then they
We got
forgot.
scared. We threw him out.
He got scared. Guess who? They didn't do the. They were doing the head. You ever see on Home Alone? They think Kevin's in the one. So one car has 7 people, one has 8 in it, and they each did a 7 head count. So that's how they forgot him, because they thought he was in the one car and not the other car. So they each did the cell count 7, and they thought Carmine was in the one cell, and that's how they didn't account for him. What? You just tell him, go!
go. All right. So, you guys, this squad here, you guys head from the stadium to the hotel that was specified, the Grove Hotel.
The Grove. I keep saying the Grape. The Grove Hotel.
And you see this van here, which you know by now is the Save Me van, and Sam's sitting in front.
Approach and wave, and then come to the front window and say, "Carmine, you seen him?"
No. You're the first to arrive.
Okay, well, we're gonna sit tight and wait for him.
Do we still have the bomb, by the way?
I would hope so.
Yeah, if you took it with you.
Gonna blow up the fucking show.
Sure.
Explosive season finale.
Yeah, it'll just be some asset recovery. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. You guys wait around per Josephine's request, and it's probably about an hour later by the time Carmine, you were let out blocks down the road, and you are walking up the street kind of with quick pace, and you see that familiar Save Me van.
It's not a quick pace.
Okay, well,
I got beat up. I was in jail all day.
no, you didn't. You did get in a car crash, so you've got like a bandage above your eye.
I'm really milking it. I wasn't that hurt, and I'm like, ugh.
Carmine,
He's
do
got a
you lose
bandage
your
above his
car?
eye, and he's just limping.
Yeah. It's like, I have a neck brace on that I don't need. Yeah. It's like Carmine kind of crawling up to the van.
Why'd you walk here, Carmine?
Let's say, got in a fender bender.
That's it.
He'll kind of slide the door open and climb in. He'll say, let's see, probably should come up with something.
Fire sale at the last Barnes & Noble.
They're selling
Well, she
fire.
would have seen him get picked up by the police, so how did he get out?
You could always just end with a, "I'll tell you about it."
Yeah, I'll say,
we could think about it.
we got a long drive. I'll tell you on the way.
It's a good thing we didn't need another clue.
Say, what, you? I knew you had it covered.
No, you didn't. Fucker.
It's really well timed with the music.
And
That's it.